Hey friends, Petru here. Today we are going to have a look at Nulls, but before that let's have a look at the overall market. And we can see that there are quite many green bubbles right here, and we can see that MDT is actually going pretty strong still, and Nulls is leading actually the market with 40% right now, which means that it pumps exactly as we speak, because earlier when I checked it was only 20% up. Cool. Now we can see that Flux, it's correcting after pumping yesterday, I think. Yesterday or 2 days ago, 100% or something like that, more up. So the market overall looks much better than yesterday, because yesterday we had almost everything in the red. And now looks like there are some life signs here, and there are some coins that are trying to bounce back. And maybe if Bitcoin won't dip more this weekend, they will definitely pump even harder. Now, before I go to Nulls, I want to make a very short reference for MDT, which I made a video about a few days ago, and I got a comment from Mr. JJ Jones. Thank you very much for this comment, Mr. The reason it pumped is because it was listed on Coinbase. Coins usually have a brief explosion after listing. Yeah, that is exactly, I am aware about that, but I did not know it will be listed, or it was listed on Coinbase or in any exchange for that matter. But at the same time, usually we see a pump and a dump afterwards. And the dump is actually happening more than often, because a lot of people are selling when the listing is happening to take profits. They bought in before when they heard that the coin will be listed on a specific exchange, and after that they try to take profits when people are buying, when people are FOMOing, when retail investors especially. Now, when I did the video, I think we were on this candle right here, which was green at that time. It was kind of lucky, like at this level. And we can see that we came back on the daily chart to retest the 9 EMA. We did not touch it, but we came pretty close. And the next candle we started very, very close to the 9 EMA, right? So this was a very nice recheck. And now looks like we pumped again, right? I don't know if the listing was here or here. I would guess maybe here, I don't know. But we are overextended a little bit right now, and we will definitely come back to retest the 9 and the 21 EMAs at some point. Now, looking right here, we can see that actually we are hitting the weekly resistance, and I am expecting for a pullback right here. Definitely, because look at this chart. So it went a lot up from this area right here. It's 200%. Which is not crazy by any means, but it still should correct from here. Look how far away from the 9 EMA he is on the weekly chart. I'm very scared about this. So most probably, maybe during this weekend, if we won't dump right away, because that could also happen, and close this candle, because this candle is very, very huge, right? You can see it here. It's possible to close this maybe here, but if it managed to close this above the resistance line, then it could do some fireworks the next week, even though it printed such a huge candle right here. But I'm expecting, like, this is just a gut feeling. This is not something based on anything else, just a gut feeling that the candle will close lower than this. But like I said, don't quote me on that. This is not by any means financial advice, but I'm just saying that this is a bit too overextended, and it needs to recheck the reality, to recheck the gravity, right? The lines are pulling towards them as the gravity pulls everything else, right? So the list, I would expect, like I said, it should come back to retest the 9 and 10 EMAs, right? So if you are interested in this coin, I definitely don't recommend to buy right now. No financial advice, like I said, but it's never good to buy when you are overextended, when you are too far away from this line. The minimum technical analysis you should do and use when you buy it's to buy at least when you are close to these lines, because after that, there is a higher chance that it will go higher before dumping. Like, look what happens if you buy here. You definitely go down, and go down by a lot. Or if you buy this candle, you see a lot of people are putting money in this, and you think that it's going to go to the moon, and you buy here and then it goes down so hard. Look at this move right here, 44%, right? Or on this move right here, you buy this green dildo and you get afterwards a wrecked red dildo right here on 33%, right? But if you try to spread your buys across closer to these lines, then you will have much better entries. But generally, after this kind of pump, and because we are checking previous all-time high, I am expecting on a pullback right here, unless something crazy happens. But usually there are going to be a lot of people taking profits in this area. So yeah, you should be cautious and you should be aware about that. I already talked too much about MDT in this video, which I intended to talk about Nulls. So let's go to Nulls. what do we see here? Yeah, kind of the same story, but not really. But sorry for this, I will need to go back to MDT because there is another last point I want to make about this coin. So regarding the listing on Coinbase, I don't know if this was announced. I don't know if people knew about this, but just looking at this chart, and here we are in September. So from here to today's date, so this chart is a very good chart. I really like this chart. It's a slow but steady growth. So I don't know, yeah, you can see here the hype from Coinbase, but this is still a good chart. Don't be misled by these rumors because there is still some good potential in this chart. And if we manage to break that resistance line, then the moon is the next target, right? Or something like, if I'd have this coin from earlier and I will target then to take some profits here at this resistance level, I will definitely, like for example, if I bought during this accumulation area right here or here, right? I will definitely try to take some profits here. I will definitely try to take, like right now, I could even market sell some because it's a higher chance that we will have a pullback before we go back up, right? This is how I see the things. You don't need to do that, of course. This is no financial advice or no advice at all. It's just what I would do if I would hold this coin. After that, where I will take profits is here. This area right here, another level of profits, which is close to 0.23. So that would be 23 cents. And the next target would be around here at 36 cents. So yeah, now I really need to get to Nulls. Cool. Now, what do we have here? This is interesting because this coin, like this is also a quite good chart. Yeah, we still did not went above the previous all-time high. Some people would say that actually this is not a good coin. If it's still below the starting point, we can see this coin started in 2018 and it went only down, right? But we see that from May 2020, so 1.5 years, it went only up, right? It had this dump, of course, and the May dump, but generally the trend is upwards, right? If we have a close look here, there is a real nice pattern emerging right here. And looks like it holds pretty well. Got tested here, and when Bitcoin dumped, we retested the same level. So there is a high chance that it will ride this line until it will break this resistance level. And after that, maybe go above the initial price it was listed at. Now, let me show you something very interesting. Just look at this. Isn't this shit crazy? Just look at this. How it is possible in the world. Like, you cannot make up this shit, man. You cannot do that. Just how perfectly these lines are hitting themselves. So look here. So that's why it's so easy actually to make money in crypto. If you have patience, you just need to be patient. Let's say you buy the dip, right? You buy the dip, you buy some here, you buy some here, you buy some here, right? And after that, you go up. And you look simple at this chart. Where should I take some profits? Well, I do a Fibonacci retracement. And if I bought so low, and if I'm not sure if we are going to go above this line before the bear market, so I will definitely cash in some profits here because from here, I will average somewhere around here. Let's say if I buy here on the down spiral, we will average the price around this, right? Around this area right here. And if we go and retest this previous all-time high, we have 256% here. You would be crazy not to take profits from there. Actually, I would take even earlier. Like I would take some profits right here, and I will take some profits right here, and I will take some profits right here. I think I would get between 20 and 50% profits right here in this area. And after that, I will target the higher area, like here, the blue line, 1.6. And after that, I will target this one right here, right? But we don't know if we get there by the end of the bull run. We should go. If Bitcoin goes above 80,000 or 75,000 or something like that, it will definitely do that. It should at least, right? There are some coins always that it could happen something that would impede that happening. So you never know. Nothing is certain, of course, but it should. And looking at this trend is very good. And this is very old trend. Like I said, it's 1.5 years old. So this line should actually have a lot of weight on the development of this coin further. So yeah, there is that. You can see that a lot of people did exactly that. If they bought here or here or here or here, right? They took profits here at the top. Oh, and yes, I forgot about something, because what is even crazier about this, just look. So we have this line touches exactly where that one is, right? But now let me show you something even crazier. Let's look to the left and see what's happening. Nothing here. Oh no. Oh no, this is not possible. What do we see here? Oh no, this is not possible. What is it? What is this? Yes, you guessed it. It's another week exactly at that level. Isn't this crazy? This is crazy. This is some crazy shit, guys. Sorry for the excitement, but it's like technical analysis can be so easy sometimes. This is just so easy. But sometimes we look and we try to overcomplicate things a lot. And that's why we don't have so much success and so good success at this. Cool. Now, what is happening here, right? Can we still be bullish? Just check something here. Something very interesting and important happened here. You see this? This is a golden cross. On the weekly, when the 9 or 10 EMA goes above the 21 EMA, that's the golden cross. We can see that this did not happen since February 2021. And now looks like it wants to go up exactly like here. It does not mean that it will do exactly the same jump. It's no guarantee, of course. But just hypothetically, if that would happen, it should at least go above this, right? And if you bought here, or if you buy in this area right here, it's some handsome profit right there. And even if you buy here, which I would never do, so don't do that. It's not a good idea because I would expect for this to go lower before heading upwards, possibly. So you still can make 150%, or just trying to sell here, you get 70%, right? If you would buy now, but there is no reason why you should buy now, because we are buying green dildos, and if we buy green dildos, we get wrecked. That's not a good idea. So then what do I do? And is no financial advice, like I said, no financial advice. I never give any financial advice. Now, what's happening here? We can see that right now at a shorter level, we see that we are riding the 9 EMA and the 21 EMA. So a 21 EMA buy should be actually quite good at this point, but we also see a downtrend. You see here, there is a downtrend here. There is this triangle forming right here. And this could lead to a more significant correction, or it could bounce here and use as support and go up. So this line right here should be interesting to follow and see what's happening. But as long as is riding the 9 and the 21 EMAs, then the things are looking very good. As long as it doesn't go below the 21 EMA, the things are looking good. And now, like I said, we just barely had that week right there. And now, if I will try to buy to snag some at 21 EMA or 50 EMA or something, where I would start to take some profits, then I would do that. I would take some profits in this area, like somewhere like this. I will take some profits here, and most probably I will have my investment out by this point, and we will just have just the profits riding, and to take even more profits later when we hit the next targets, like the 1.6 line and the 2.6 line. That could be something. Now let's have a look at something else. Do we have anything to back this? Let's look at the RSI. Is the RSI overextended? No, the RSI is looking very good. It was here and it went down, but still it did not cross the 80 value. Look here. The last time it did that, it was back there and here. So we are here, right? I would say there is still a lot of room to grow from there. And if we have a look here, look, yeah, we can, no, it's too much, but something like this. So as long as we are above this, we could come back and recheck this, could do something like that, could come back. As long as we are above this line, we are safe and there is a lot of room to go up. It should be some resistance, maybe at this level and then maybe at this level. And after that, the sky is the limit, right? So the RSI is backing this hypothesis. Let's see. We are trying to go above the EMA on the RSI EMA here, and maybe we will use it as a support and go again and do a move like this. So there are signs that this coin will go up. And look here, the RSI did not went so low, but it's here and is crossing up, right? And looks like when it does that, it goes up, doesn't come back actually too much. But it would have been nicer to have it here in this area actually, because then I would have been more bullish, but still positive. It's not falling down or something, right? And now the MACD just got this cross here, and now something really nice. We were so far away from the red line, right? We are so overextended here. Now we came to retest it, and maybe when we were here, I thought it will go down, right? But not. Now something like this could happen. And look, we are still low, right? We are still low. Look here. We are still at these levels right here. We can get so high as in this area right here. So there is still potential. There is still a lot of potential. And here, looking at this level, these lines, the blue lines are coming when the price is very contracted. Now, if we want to have a look at the 4-hour chart in even shorter time frames, we see that in previous pushes, we kind of use the 200 EMA as support, but not really. Usually at the start, the first leg, it uses it, and after that it goes higher and higher until they become too far apart, like in this area right here, you can see. And after that, they come to a retest and rejoin together. So right now, I think there is a high chance that it will bounce back from somewhere around here and try to retest that resistance right there in this area. Something like that. This is what I think it's something probable to happen. And of course, if Bitcoin is not dumping, like if Bitcoin goes to $30,000, then of course, of course, there is no chance for that to happen. But something just to have in mind is pretty impressive that while Bitcoin is dumping and the entire market is dumping, this coin pulls this up. Of course, we have this dump. What happened immediately when Bitcoin dumped, right? So, but this coin just started to fly before the dumped, and after that, it tried to recover. It had more pushes, right? There is a lot of power in here. So if I were to bet, that would be my guess that is the higher probability to happen. But as you already know, this is by no means financial advice. That would be it for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to leave me a comment below. Thank you for liking the videos. Thank you for commenting, and thank you for being a subscriber. I wish you a great weekend. See you next time. Bye bye.